आज रात 12 बजे से घरों से बाहर निकलने पर पूरी तरह पाबंदी लगाई जा रही है।
Chalo. I bungee jumped from a decent tall building in Dubai. I have swum with, scuba dive with sharks, and I ate a cockroach. Hey Bhagwan, it's two truths and a lie. I cannot wink from my right eye. See, I cannot wink. That's how I look. I'm not kidding. That's how I look when I wink. See, this eye I can do, okay? This eye I can do. But if I have to go right, I look like a cartoon. It's not gonna happen.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. How is it going? I mean, I cheers you with my coffee since it's coffee time with Griha. Whoa! Before actually I was getting you online, people were talking about Family Man and how they are so excited, waiting for season 2 to come. I saw that wrap-up picture and how you guys have, I believe, finished the shooting, or some of it is still left. So, but what is the scene there? I mean, how soon do we expect, Family Man season 2?
So that is a question you'll have to direct towards Raj and DK and the Amazon guys.
Yeah.
Because I cannot say or speak anything about you without giving anything away. I mean, about the show without giving anything away.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Because anything I say is like a spoiler sort of a thing. So I don't really want to say anything. Not want, I can't.
Okay, fine. Lips are sealed on Family Man season 2, but everybody is as excited. But one more thing that you have to talk about is a viral wedding. I mean, it's the first time you're stepping into a direction. I believe remotely directing a second time. Okay. And also screenwriting it. So, I mean, you have myriad shades about yourself. I mean, I believe you're coming from an engineering background. You had your little thing with Miss India also. You were a contestant there. From a beauty pageant, then coming into films, shows, acting.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, and now direction. How is it going there?
Well, it seems like I'm the kind of person, this I've discovered recently, I'm the kind of person who voluntarily likes to take more stress. So, because embarking on such a thing, on such a, I cannot tell you, Griha, how, you write it, you have this plan in your head, and you execute it, and you blackmail people, and you beg people to be a part of it, and they help you, and all of that. But undertaking such a task is just been like, I feel like I just jumped, and then look back and say, oh crap, okay, that was a big jump. So
but I mean, how much of that training has come in handy? You have worked with Raj and DK, with Family Man. In fact, I mean, you, like you're saying, you actually pushed your way into it, that you want to be part of that project also, if I'm not mistaken. So from then to now, that association is only built, right? I mean, and this is something that everyone's stuck at home. You're working from home. Thank God for technology that you get to, interact, see each other. But then again, that physical proximity is not there. There are a lot of hiccups. There are a lot of glitches. Like you're mentioning, jumps hain, to ye hain, wo baad mein pata chalta hai.
God, Griha, what are you saying? There have been only glitches. There have been only jumps. But no, I'm very grateful with the people that I've worked with. Like even Gonzi, who's replying, who's the director of Hasna, and is a wonderful person, and is promised to give me food. So that's another talent that man has. But just collaborating with a lot of people, if you observe and if you learn and if you keep looking at whatever you can absorb and learn, again repeating the same adjectives twice, but yeah, it's just, there is so much that you can seek and so much that you can find, but if you're looking for it, and if you're lucky enough to blackmail your way into a lot of people, like if I work with Gonzi again, it's only going to be because of blackmail, because I have terrorized that man to employ me in whatever capacity he does something. So usually turns out crime, violence, and blackmail runs in my employment techniques. If I want to get it, or if I want to convince people to do it, it's just like looking back, Griha, on this seems like, holy shit, did we actually pull that off? Did we actually do so much? But while doing it, it's just been like we had so much to do in such little time that I don't think any of us stopped to think. We didn't stop. We just went ahead. Okay, this is a glitch. Okay, how do we solve it? Okay, moving on. Okay, this is not happening. Okay, the current went. Oh, there's a fire. Holy shit. Okay, generator went up. These are like legitimate issues that my cast and crew was going, because I'm working with people who are not even in Bombay. So
Yeah,
one of my
yeah.
casts is in Ghaziabad. My music director is in Bangalore, right? And
Okay.
I know in terms of lockdown, everybody, it doesn't matter because you can't step out of your house. So any distance is a lot of distance. So yeah, there have just been funny anecdotes which we can talk about now, but that time we were just like, oh.
But how did you, I mean, tell me, how did it begin? How did you come up with this concept? Who actually thought that, you should be doing something like that? How fast or how much time did you take writing it? And I believe this is about a girl who is an influencer, jiski shadi, तय है, and उसी समय lockdown announced. So I believe that's the premise, right? That's what it is
She
all
finds
about.
out along with the rest of the country that the Prime Minister just cancelled her wedding.
Oops, Modi ji is to blame here. So, I mean, this is the first time that you'd have something, online where people are also living it, and it's also happening simultaneously. You get to view it, right? I don't think that's ever happened. Has it happened?
I don't think that's ever happened either. I think posed this question to a bunch of people and to see if there's ever a situation where the art that people were watching reflected their same conditions. I don't know if that has happened. Hey, Sharif is here.
Sharif is here. Sharif. Okay, Sharif has given me a lot of scoop. Sharif has given me a lot of scoop before this interview. I'm going to ask you all about that.
So yeah, so the idea came about when I was having a conversation with Raj and talking about just in terms of stories and how there is, we could do with a lot more. Hey, Manisha, we could do with a lot more of just truth and just like more stories about women, just more stories about all kinds of people, and just like lightness, happiness, and all of the fun stuff, because we seem to be doing the other things a little bit more. And then Raj was like, okay, so forget about other people, why don't you do it? And I literally went, yeah, why don't I do it? And right then, after that phone call, an idea popped into my head. Whatever I'm going to say right now will sound really unbelievable, but it's true that these are the sequence of events. I had an idea. I wrote down the outline in 1 hour. I called Sharif and Sunny up actually. And
hi, Sharif.
yeah. And they immediately said, hell yes, this sounds good. So, tell me what we can do. I'm like, okay, no, let me write the script first and then we can see what we can do. Let me see how that happens. So the next day, immediately, from the morning till night, I think I sat for like 9 to 10 hours non-stop, and I wrote the whole thing.
You wrote the script in a day? Like in a night, not even a day?
No, that night fast? Was the outline, but day. It took like, I started at like 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning and finished by 10 or 11 in the night. I immediately sent it to these guys, Sharif, Sunny, and all these people, and I sent it to Raj. And everybody reacted with surprise, first of all. I'm like, why this surprise? Why surprise? And then everybody was like, shit, that is actually nice. I'm like, I don't like the tone of surprise, but yay! So immediately signed on to it. And and then we just hit the ground running. We didn't stop. I still haven't stopped. We're still, going ahead with the legal stuff and the post-production, which is why it's taking a little longer. So, yeah.
Okay, talk about your co-actors. You have Amol, you have Sharif. How did you actually get the sync right? Because, at the same time you're doing, because there are a lot of things. I know that, actors have tried this, so where they are probably shooting something where they want to send out a message. I just saw something with Virat and, Ayushmann and others who did something about don't forward stuff unnecessarily and don't spread the hate. So you need to get a continuity right. So in that case, you are probably just restricted to sitting at a place and something. But here you're shooting an entire episode, I believe, where you're talking about this girl's wedding. So there's so much that you have to do.
It's an entire series.
Yeah.
It has 8 episodes.
Yeah.
So it's, I knew when we were embarking on this, I don't think anybody has done something like this. especially in a time
Obviously,
like this.
Yes.
So plus I think I don't know if it helps, but it informs when you're writing the script to know what your limitations are in terms of your surroundings, in terms of your shots, your ambition, your ambience, your even light, because you already
Yes.
have an idea of what everything should be like. So in the script, it helps, it sort of informs you, so you can proceed from there. If it were the other way
Yeah.
around, I feel like maybe we'll have to adapt a lot more. But because I knew what we'd have to work with, so that informed a lot while writing the story itself.
Okay, what did you do about shooting it yourself and doing your own makeup, your own costume? Just take me through that madness, a little bit, so that we get to know exactly ho kya raha tha, chal kya raha tha. Apne ghar mein you're doing this all alone, all by yourself. So what was it like?
Yeah, so it feels very collegey, the way we jugadoed a lot of things. Hey, Jay is also an amazing director. You should watch out for this man's going to be brilliant. It's only a matter of when, Jay, not if. Anyway, sorry. So it's just like a lot of jugadu things. I will send you the pictures on WhatsApp, so you can.
Oh
laugh.
yes.
So yeah, it's just.
I love that.
Yeah, I will send it to you. So it's just a lot of like my books, the shelves. That shelf that you see was very useful in a lot of shots. And it's just like where you could get light, where you could place it in an interesting way, and where it doesn't become boring. And I'm exposing my house to a lot of people. A lot of people know my living conditions, which I'm a little worried about. I didn't think about it. And clothes-wise also, utna kuch hai nahi. So jo kuch bhi tha, istemal kiya. And makeup, again, because we have to do a lot of auditions and tests and things like that. So that's something you pick up along the way. Oh my
Hansel
God!
sir is also here. Hello,
Now,
Hansel sir.
I don't think
Hi.
I should say anything about this man, because the more I say, the lesser it is. He is one of the kindest, most, like, the kind of, like, I aspire to be, like, let's just say that.
And you have an ace director. You are stepping into the director's shoes. I mean, you need to actually, text him once the series is out and ask what did he feel about it. Because when I have interviewed Hansel Mehta, he's just, I mean, he's so straightforward, and it looks like, he knows everything under the sun. The way he says it, and he says it with a flat face. That's what I take back from Hansel Mehta.
No, actually, there's a lot of kindness there, because I've spent a majority of my time with the pair of them from, I think, like May last year till 1 year. This is May. So all of this year has been with Jay and Hansel. There's just a lot of kindness there, and that's very rare to find.
Okay. So now we go on to Never Have I Ever, and the fact that you play the bride in a viral wedding. We will go with the bride that Shreya wants to be in future, and things that we would like to and we don't know, we would probably know through this particular questionnaire, right? We'll try. We'll try Allah. And if you have, then you take a sip of your coffee, okay?
It's tea, but okay.
Chai, of your. Okay, never have I ever got a tattoo that I regretted. Do you have a tattoo?
I have lots, actually. And one, I don't regret it in the traditional sense, because the tattoo artist ended up messing up the tattoo. So the tattoo artist messed up the design. So I have to get a big cover-up piece for it. That's a long, sad story. But yeah, I have. So there you
go. Okay. Never have I ever memorized every lyrics to an entire album on my own.
Of course.
Every.
Please.
You have?
I have. My sister and I had a weird habit of memorizing Arabic songs, Turkish songs, whatever songs. Yeah, aaram se.
Dude, you have to sing it for me, yeah? Turkish and Arabic songs you guys memorized. Wow.
Yeah, we grew up in the Middle East, so we were exposed to a lot more different language songs. So yeah.
Somebody saying, Vedant saying Arabic tattoo. That went wrong, right?
No, that's the right one.
So yeah, what song was this? I need a teaser.
No.
Yeah, you don't get away with just sipping your tea. Come on, aise thodi hoga.
No. I can't. It's really bad. If I can play it in the background and sing along with it, because otherwise it doesn't sound at all. But no.
Okay.
No. Okay. Someday I will. This is a private performance.
Okay, never have I ever played a musical instrument.
Yeah, I didn't.
You haven't. Okay.
No,
Never
I really,
have I
really
ever.
wanted to. Really, really wanted
Which
to. I
one?
really tried my level best to learn the guitar, the piano, and the veena. Never, yeah, just never had the aptitude for it. That's one skill I wish I picked up.
Okay, somebody's saying bullshit. You sing very well.
Listen, Mahesh, he's the music director again. Bullshit, huh? Mahesh is he's just a very nice person who thinks everybody is talented. It's not true.
Okay. Miss Zoya, good acting in the film Family.
Thank
Okay,
you.
in Family
Thank
Man.
you.
Okay,
Yes.
someone said we'll be
Somebody asked-
taking questions also, guys.
Wait, somebody
Okay,
asked, would you rather not brush your teeth or change your clothes for a month? Oh, change your clothes for a month. Aaram se, I already don't do that. That's what I'm choosing. Brushing to hoga yaar.
One thing, I mean, I'm breaking this thing to ask you this question since it's apt. One thing that you were so used to doing before the lockdown, before quarantine, that you have not done, which is part of your daily routine or getting ready or whatever it is that you've not done.
That I've not done, meaning?
Then while you are in the lockdown, which you were so used to. I mean, it can be just wearing a watch, it can be putting perfume, anything that you miss or you've not done.
Just going out is the only thing. Yeah. Otherwise, my life has pretty much been the same. I usually am sitting at home and I'm usually, reading and usually watching stuff. So this is same. It's the same. कुछ बदला नहीं.
Okay.
मेरे जिंदगी में कुछ बदला नहीं.
Then how are you saying you're not going? You're missing it. Going out, yeah, meeting
Going out,
people,
I
playing
love
the board
food.
games, pakka.
I love
Yeah.
food, Griha. I love it. But the F&B industry, I'm one of the biggest supporters of the F&B industry. Half my paycheck goes only there. So I miss that. I really miss that.
Have you actually gotten addicted to some app or anything on YouTube where you're actually sourcing, recipes and you were trying to cook yourself? What is it like? Have you done that? बिल्कुल भी नहीं.
हाँ मैम, मेरा talent सिर्फ खाने में है, खाना बनाने में.
What do you eat then, yeah? You order?
I attempt.
अभी तो खाना भी नहीं order हो रहा था.
थोड़ा बहुत वो भी हो जाता है. Don't tell anybody. But every day I attempt to make an omelette and it becomes scrambled egg. Someday I will make an omelette. Someday. But that's what I can do. That is the maximum level of my skills. For all the people who think I'm multi-talented, please, if you want to die, have food cooked by me.
Okay. Never have I ever become emotionally invested in a web series.
I have become emotionally invested in everything I see. I get very irritated. Like if my God, I remember I cry easily. Yeah? I'm a big movie crier or a big web series crier. If there's any senti dialogue, or if there's some like a really kind scene, something with love, and if somebody dies, guarantee you will find me crying. Guarantee.
So Family Man, when did the tears come? Because obviously you were part of the show.
No. In things I act, I feel because I'm looking at myself, I can't take myself seriously,
Yeah.
Every time I look at myself, my parents, my friends and my family, they make so much fun of me that I can't take it seriously. So I have to constantly listen to jokes.
Okay.
So everyone like, अरे ये देखो क्या कर रही है, अरे ये देखो क्या कर रही है, shit like that. वहाँ पे रोना.
Okay, this is very interesting. I have to take this. Abhishek Sinha says he's a fan of yours since he saw you in that Fog advertorial. That's something. I mean, with an advert, people connected with you.
Yeah. I have been really lucky with the ads that I've done. Yeah, even there with the people that I've collaborated with, actors, cinematographers, directors, and production houses as well. Just really nice people. Just really nice. And the Fog thing though went a little bigger than we thought. And it's like such a meme-worthy thing. Tofa, yeah, that's the line.
Yeah.
So yeah. But luckily, the only reason why I'm not going completely mental, even though I look it, I know, is because I've been preoccupied with this show, with the series, and it's kept me so busy. I actually haven't had time to get to my books and get to my shows. I've only started getting time like 2-3 days ago because we finally finished everything. Now it's just the legal stuff going on. So finally, and since then, I've read a book a day. Back to my beauty school.
Wow. Okay, Ashia, what I wanted to talk to you about also while we are all locked down, things that we, want to do. Obviously, you've been associated, you've been really, really busy with a viral wedding, the post-production and everything to do with it. But, how much time did you actually take to come to terms with the situation? Because this is kind of the new normal. This is going to stay for a while because, this is the pandemic that we're talking about. And, how did you actually regiment your day, if at all? Because I'm seeing a lot of things that, we constantly are either over our phones, we are not able to find time, we're not able to actually, devote as much time, and the household chores, which we were not used to doing, has also come in as, a part and parcel of the day. So we have to actually bracket some amount of time for that also. So how's it going for you in that department?
Like I had mentioned earlier, I think the side effect of being in the entertainment industry is that you have to acquaint yourself with long bouts of unemployment and long bouts of periods where you don't have anything to do. So I feel like my industry has been preparing me for this lockdown. Because more often than not, when you don't have gigs, when you don't have auditions, and it's a slow period, you have to, and you don't really have money to spend. So you are sitting at home and you are sort of, trying to regiment your schedule and your day. It's been pretty much that. The only benefit so far is the fact that I have this series to occupy my every cell. So that's really kept me, sort of busy in the sense of not being able to. But in terms of chores, I unfortunately found I have to clean my house once in a while. It's a surprising fact. And I've decided to do it once a week because it's too much for me. Before I used to think, shit, yeah, this is such a small house, kitna aasan hoga. But when I'm cleaning and I'm on the floor, very in an ugly position, trying to get all that pocha done, I'm like, hey, Bhagwan, kitna baki hai. Every Saturday, I'm dreading it. Even now, I'm dreading it. That, Saturday is coming, Saturday is coming, Saturday is coming. Because I have to start cleaning and do all of that shit. So yeah, I don't like it at all. I'm going to hug my maid when she comes back and cry. I'm going to cry. I'm like, kahan the to itne din aapko pata nahi, and shit. It's going to get melodramatic and uncomfortable for her. She'll probably fire me. So,
on that note, I believe, I hope you guys are paying your maids every month. Yeah, it's very, very important because, these people need that money that needs to come in. You made a very important point here, Shreya. The industry is also, going through this very, very tricky time. We're talking about these casual artists, daily wage people who are maybe light assistants, stunt doubles, background dancers, all of them who are living on rent. They actually depend on their daily wage to pay rents and to get food. It's a very difficult time for them also. And usually the industry is known to be this industry with a lot of limelight, a lot of money. But this, pandemic has badly affected it. When you see and meet people or probably talk to them, how bad are things really, from where you're looking at it?
So I think it is really bad. Like I said, even the show, even Viral Wedding is focusing on the lighter aspect of like the consequence of such an announcement, right? Without much preparation. And the reason why I wanted to make it light is because the reality of the situation and the negative ramifications, again, of such a decision is so vast and it's so impenetrable, in the ways that it has sort of permeated people's lives. Again, we are sort of on the privileged side of things, where we can even make a show, where we can even talk about this and have opinions about something that we are not directly in contact with. But it is a pretty bleak situation. Yeah, and there are people like Hansal and Raj and Nikhil and so many people who are actually helping daily wage workers and people from the industry. So everybody's doing what they can, but there is a lot more that I'm sure we can do, and the government can and must do.
Also, talking about people who are into the creative industry, things that have gotten stuck. Maybe, somebody has shot half portion of their film and, the remaining half of it is still to be shot. Do you think that there is also a worry that, post this lockdown or post when we have handled somehow the situation, people or the audience would want to look at content in a different way, or they'd want to only consume, like, for example, when we were aware of that, the fact that we are living in a pandemic sort of a situation, people started lapping up every pandemic drama or film that is which is somehow related to, let's say, a virus or a plague or something. The online and OTT platforms also started getting full of it, and people lapped it up readily. Although there is a lot of space for content, but do you think a lot of things will get dated, if that's the right term for it, that is still under production?
Yeah, I'm not sure, because that is a very pertinent question, because the world has changed in such an unprecedented way, right? It is incredible, but none of us ever thought that the whole world will sort of stop at the same time, right? And the wheels will stop churning, the smoke will stop billowing, and all of that. I feel like, yeah, there will be a demarcation of pre and post. How that will translate in terms of creativity is hard to say. It will be a very interesting thing to see, but yeah, I think there might be, because it feels so weird to see something after the whole world has gone through something so momentous, right? So yeah, I'm excited to see. Actually, I'm curious to see what will happen.
So, and also one more thing, somebody just raised this point on boys' locker room, Shreya. We have to talk about it, and I have to put it out here that this is my only chat with a lady where I have not seen those filthy comments that keep scrolling up. You know, this is the
That's
only
because
time
you're
when
only
I'm
for
not.
people. Give it
Yeah,
time.
no,
Give it
I mean,
time.
otherwise, no, but
It's
otherwise
only a matter of
also,
time.
the otherwise, because when you either you're talking to like the other day when I was talking to Sarah Jane Diaz, she said, you know, somebody was commenting on my armpit. Somebody was yesterday I was talking to Priya, and you know, somebody was making these nasty remarks. But do you think, ma'am, after like what happened after the Me Too movement, the guys here who hide behind social media have also gotten a little, you know, serious about what they write, even behind their you know, sort of you know, quirky handle names that they have? Or do you think that sort of you know, that attention is going to be coming in later, or dheere dheere hoga? What are your views really on this entire episode that's happened?
The one thing that I've constantly heard ever since I was young till now is that the world is changing, and it's changing. It's been changing for as long as I can remember. When the change will actually come, when will the change be actually seen and felt, I don't know. But everybody talks about how it's been changing. The number of crimes haven't gone down. The number of harassment claims and general filth of how people think hasn't gone down. Change, I don't know where it's happening, you know, because nothing actually has. I mean, again, it depends in terms of privilege as to how much access you have. But the one thing we all seem to have in common is, you know, women of all ages, shapes, sizes, color, race, what have you, have all faced harassment. So where is it changing, right? It's sad, but it really has to start from the ground up. Yeah, people need to be educated. The funny thing is, it's not that it's only relegated to boys, because I'm sure there are girls who have invaded the patriarchy by adopting it and behave from that sense of entitlement as well. I get it. I completely get it. But at every turn, I feel like women will be spoken to. You know, they will be reminded, and they will be reprimanded on how to speak, how to dress, what they say is right, what is wrong, what should be done, what shouldn't be done, what is right, what is needed, what is not wanted, all of that. At every turn, women will still be advised by aunties, by uncles, by random strangers, by people they don't know, by friends, by family, by spouses, by boyfriends, by girlfriends, by their own screaming head. Right? That, I think, if it starts happening with our boys too, then maybe we'll see a change. Because that happens to women. Not that they don't think it, but it happens to women. Everybody will be told what to think, what to feel, what is right, what they should, what they shouldn't do. Now, that's a very bad thing. I feel like people should be allowed to do whatever they want. But if that sort of discipline, or if that sort of a scrutiny is placed, if that sort of a spotlight is placed even on guys at every single turn, if they are also forced to question how they behave, forced to question what they think, why they thought a certain way, why they thought this was okay to say, why they think this is an okay thing to think, if they are also stopped and questioned at every single point, maybe then we'll actually start seeing a change. And we will finally come to the point where we'll see the change, as opposed to hearing, oh no, world is changing.
I'm reminded of this short film that you did with Vijay, where you play husband and wife, and how
you
changing.
saw that?
Yes, I actually I got reminded of it while you were talking about this. The fact that a man feels entitled that मैं जहाँ पे जाऊँगा या मेरी नौकरी जहाँ लगेगी मेरी बीवी वहाँ पे transfer लेके आएगी, but not the same is correct the other way around. And how the film beautifully deals with it, and eventually, you know, maybe drills that sense into a man that ये भी होता है, you have to be okay with it. You know, do you think content creators and filmmakers have a lot to do with that? Because earlier we had ads jahan pe, men do not cry wale ads hote the. And it was and then you had like a beautiful act like act like a girl or move like a girl. You had something very beautiful on
nice.
you Dove did it. So but that space is still very, very lesser as compared to that patriarchal sort of a mansplaining world that you're talking about. So don't you think filmmakers also have a lot to, because India as a society consumes a lot of content now, otherwise, and cinema ke to deewane rahe hi hain log. So that also a lot of responsibility comes on creators, on directors.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't view it as responsibility. I'm sure that is one of the words that we can use. But yeah, we should be able to tell all sorts of stories. Yeah, not just one particular type of story, which is essentially the same story, where the woman or the the female character's tragedy is mined for advancing the protagonist, the male protagonist's story. Must be karo, yeah. We've seen this story. We've seen it. You keep changing the genetically blessed humans in the film, but the story is essentially the same. And it's always the layers and the pain and the depth and all of those layers. Like I said layers, but all of that is explored with the guy. I mean, the same thing can be done with the girl. I mean, if the girl is say independent, doesn't always mean that she drinks, smokes, and have sex with everybody. There are other ways. I mean, the same care and the same delicacy that you show with your male protagonist. It'd be so cool if you did that here as well. And I don't just mean that in terms of just these two binary options. There's so many options right now. There are so many. I mean, gender is a construct, and at a certain point, the sexuality is a spectrum. So many stories to tell. Aren't people bored? Just a singular type of story. Aren't you bored?
And don't you think that is where the content that we see being served on these OTT platforms are a blessing in disguise, because people are eventually finding the.
I think India still
you feel so?
Don't you feel so? Because again, in terms of web, a lot of places are just replicating the same thing on a big screen and a small screen. Lot. And some of them are just experimenting, looking, and then you can see where they've like stayed between the lines. Some people are doing it naam ke waaste, chalo isme ye dalo, wo ba hit. I think we have a lot to, because the television and the web space in the world, and I mean that everywhere. I don't just mean Hollywood and US and Britain. Everywhere with Korea, Japan, Germany, and Israel and Iran, all of that. There's so many groundbreaking stories and the ways in which we tell them. We have a lot more to do. A lot more. There is a big burst of activity, yes, but there is space for a lot more stories to be told.
Is it because we are still giving into the commercial? Is the aspect of things? I mean, kya chalta hai, kya bikega, what sells? We're still stuck in that grind. Do you think that is the reason, or is it the financial security of a producer who wants to put in money only in that context?
No. It's both. It's both. See, because for example, the US. Okay, I'll take a proper example of the US because it's the biggest capitalistic example that we have right now. They are also profit based, right? But they still tend to favor the story. They will still launch a multi-million-dollar series of events on an unknown actor. Here, we don't do that because it's a star-based system. It's a lot. It's story is almost third or fourth in the line of things that we concentrate on, right? It's like maybe the star, maybe the director, maybe a bunch of other names. Then tab jaake, theek hai, story bhi theek hai. Whatever. Again, one line that I hear when it comes to this is it's cheap. But it's cheap. And I've been hearing that since Smita Patel, Shabana Azmi, and Sharmila Tagore, all of them. It's changed. It is still changed. So someday it will finally change. But majority, again, let's face the fact, majority of the films are still based on a certain way. They're skewed towards a certain audience. And I feel like the economics of the situation will reflect your actual receipts and cash value. Once 9 out of films will be the different stories and your 10th is your regular masala, whatever. But right now, if 9 out of 10 films are your regular masala, whatever, the audience is going to gravitate with what's familiar. They're not going to go to the offbeat one film that is showing there. It's difficult. It's difficult when the other ones are so noisy. but it becomes easier to do it over time. It's a very circular thing. You blame the audience for not seeing the one film, but then also you're not providing more such films so that they, their palate is sort of developed. It's the same thing. It's like the food thing. Again, it's a food example because I have food problems. But if you're not used to a certain taste, you're not going to appreciate it. Certain cuisines will seem off to you, but you have to develop it. Like with every other thing in your life, you have to develop skills to sort of understand and appreciate things. And it's not going to be apparent in a country that thrives on majority, where people are struggling for like basic roti kapda makan. Where are you going to teach them nuance and things like that? So just in our fare, if we can show a wider range in our buffet, they will start looking at the different dishes and start sampling those as well. But if your entire dish is butter chicken, biryani and dal, they're going to go towards them. You can't blame them.
And also it has a lot to do with, of course, Instagram has already given me a warning. We only have 1 minute, 30 seconds remaining. I also see it in a lot of content. Once you become an influencer, for example, somebody has 1 million followers, even if that person is serving shit content in these times, people will still lap it up because that's what, the in thing is, and the followers will go to them. I have seen that in cases where you have these influencers who are probably just going at, and whether it happens in a superstar's case, anything that he or she gets associated to is just, taken for granted. Ye to acha hi hoga because, he has, there's a certain kind of a star associated and name associated. So that maybe, that sort of a, what should I say, that basically the whole point of having that content and that, you are basically, you can go ahead and be part of something. This will be nice. That encouragement is lacking maybe, and it's lacking from the people, I guess.
Vice versa. It's a cyclical thing. Kuch paane ke liye kuch dena padta hai. It doesn't sound as shady as I said it. It doesn't sound as shady as I said it.
I mean, people will have, people will believe in engaging content, and so that, filmmakers also have that kind of encouragement to do more and more work like that. And the bigger ones should actually support the small fish in the sea, I guess. That's how it should be.
It should be a more collaborative, creative thing. So, hopefully, like I said, world is changing.
We would want to see more of you and more of an engagement here on this platform, because people will like to see that. Or you are not an Instagram person?
I'm not a social media person in general,
Okay.
But let's see if I change.
Things are changing. Yeah.
Let's see. I'm having a
All
lot
right,
of fun with that.
All right. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. We'll all wait for Viral Wedding.
Yes. Peace.
See you. Bye. Bye.